What is up, YouTube? Flex Factor back with another video, follow-up video to my first video on the channel. Yahoo best ball format. Wanted to give you guys a look at my best drafted team in the format. Thus far, I've done 5 teams. 2 of them relatively large buy-in. The rest relatively low buy-ins. I've already shared the lesser of my 2 expensive buy-in teams. Today, I will let you have a look at the best team that I have drafted yet. Well, let's take a dive into it. So, as you can see, team name Rambo22. Projected points 1,669. Little teaser on that right hand side, you can see the green money sign. That means we are in the money for the projected season prize. I have it cropped out intentionally. The 2 other teams in the money are Show Me the Money and Pigskin Brawler 31. So, if we take a quick look at the roster, and starting off, we'll get into our quarterback room. We have Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, and Tua Tagovailoa. Justin Herbert we selected first, so obviously some upside with bringing Keenan Allen back into that offense. Ladd McConkey, Jim Harbaugh's getting the boys going, establishing the run game, work them through the play action. Ladd, obviously, breakout rookie season. You can't say enough about Justin Herbert as a young talent in this league. I love him in that division because opportunity for some shootouts with KC. Their defense hasn't been great. Jump to Matthew Stafford. Took him very, very late in the draft. Second to last round. Obviously, veteran experience. He's getting old. Recent injuries raised durability concerns, but it's a best ball format. He'll only play if he needs to. Tua Tagovailoa. Obviously, you can see Tyreek Hill is in the same shot. So, little bit of a stack going on there. Jumping into the wide receiver group, we have Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, George Pickens, Khalil Shakir, Emeka Ogbuka, and Keenan Allen, as we mentioned before. So as far as analysis, let's get into our first wide receiver taken off the board, which was actually in round 3, believe it or not. Tyreek Hill, obviously, injury history, touchdown dependence can lead to a lot of inconsistency with his play, but when you're drafting in the best ball format, you're looking for those high ceiling guys. You're looking for those guys that can give you 30, 40 points, right? You're not necessarily looking for high floor players. You're not really looking for high floor. You're not looking for dependability. Best ball format, we're swinging for homers here, okay? We want guys that can give us 30, 40 points any given week. We want high ceilings. High ceilings is what this best ball format is all about. Tyreek Hill, huge high ceiling. Floor can be low, right? Floor can be low at times. You have the injury concerns. Obviously, he's a veteran wide receiver. He's over 30 now. Just something to keep in mind. Also, Mike Evans, another player up there in age, coming off almost a decade of 1,000-yard seasons. Super consistent, but he can still go off for a 3-touchdown game. Obviously, the injury to Chris Godwin gives him a little boost in target share. He's a huge red zone threat. Baker Mayfield loves to sling the ball, loves to throw the rock around. So this could be huge for Mike Evans with that injury. Just going to jump right down to Emeka Ogbuka. Obviously, the replacement to Chris Godwin, at least temporarily. So, Godwin, with that devastating injury last year, he had a super hot start to the season. They take Emeka Ogbuka in the draft to try and supplement some of the offense. Mike Evans, Emeka Ogbuka, Chris Godwin, Cade Otton. Take a quick peek down at the rest of our team, and Cade Otton, we also took at that tight end position. And Terry McLaurin, another one of those guys, a little bit of uncertainty. Is he going to play? What team will he play for if he does play? I am not too concerned. I got great value out of this. So to give you a quick summary, Christian McCaffrey we took in round 1 at the 7th spot. He dropped to us at the 7th spot. We then took Devon Achane back on the 2nd round, right at the turn. We then took Tyreek Hill in the 3rd round. Piggybacking right off Tyreek, we took Mike Evans, then Terry McLaurin. So if you can get Terry McLaurin as your 5th option off the board, I think you're doing pretty well. The wide receiver one clear cut last year in Washington. Obviously, a lot of more targets are going to be gobbled up by Deebo Samuel. Not something I think we need to be afraid of. Terry McLaurin, huge touchdown numbers last year for him in a division where the secondary is pretty tough with Philadelphia, the Giants, a lot of competition in that division. Nevertheless, I love McLaurin, especially at this valuation of a 5th rounder, especially in a league where you have to start 3 wide receivers. Best ball format's going to automatically generate the best lineup for us. Some stacks, we had Tua and Tyreek, Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. Kind of a late round flyer, Keenan Allen. Pretty sure I got him in the 2nd to last round, if not the last round. So yeah, Herbert and Allen. And then we stacked Tua and Tyreek and Devon Achane. Let's get into our running backs. McCaffrey took him off the board at 7th overall. We then took Devon Achane. You can't say enough about these two guys. Devon Achane was on track to catch over 100 balls last year with Tua active. So if Tua can stay healthy, Devon Achane, Tyreek Hill, probably career years for the two of them. Devon Achane and Tyreek also benefit from Jonnu Smith no longer being in that offense. That frees up 88 receptions. Not 88 targets. 88 receptions in 2024 from Jonnu Smith are now up for grabs between Waddle, Achane, and Tyreek Hill. I love that I have 2 guys in this offense. This is going to be an explosive offense. There are a lot of mouths to feed in this offense, but they are all speedsters. Any one of them can go off any given day. Patriots, Jets, and the Bills in this division. Obviously, the Patriots have a sound secondary. I don't love their front 8. I think that they could probably run the ball on them. The Buffalo Bills, another tough defense. The Jets, another tough defense. I love Achane in this spot. 2nd round. McCaffrey and the San Francisco 49ers have the easiest strength of schedule. McCaffrey has the easiest schedule of any running back in the league. And if you can get him in the 1st round with the easiest schedule, arguably the best talent of the last 3 years, I think you stole the draft. I mean, a lot of guys have been taking Devon Achane within the top 10. The fact that I got virtually 2 first-round running backs and what could turn out to be a first round valuation in Tyreek Hill, drafted in the third, I mean, is massive. It's great going into a competition with three guys that are considered to be the top of their position. Let's make it four. Down here at the tight end position, we have Travis Kelce. Obviously, a down year last year. Kansas City won multiple games last year by one score. A lot of controversy surrounding that team and some of their wins at the end of the game. Some questionable calls, some false starts. Some should have been spikes. Some should have been ran out of bounds. Some questionable flags. Nevertheless, DeAndre Hopkins leaves that offense and vacates a bunch of targets. Also, Rashee Rice on the suspension. I think Mahomes gets it together this year. I think, they took their lumps last year, made it to the Super Bowl, got their butts kicked, but I think they come ready this regular season. Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, all back in the receiving corps. Does any one of them stand out to you? Who's had the longest relationship with Mahomes? Who's going to be his check down? Who's going to be his red zone threat? If you ask me, it's Travis Kelce. Has he taken a step back? Yeah, I'm not blind. I can see it. He definitely isn't, the game breaker, playmaker that he used to be, but he's got great hands. He knows how to expose the zones. I know you guys have heard it a million times on TV, but former quarterback, right? He understands how to get into those zones. Another late round selection. Joe Mixon, want to talk about this. Some injury concerns. Obviously, he got hurt at the end of last year. He's going to be sharing the workload with Nick Chubb. I think I got great value. We got him outside in the 8th round. I love it. Probably won't even need to start him with our 2 stars up here at running back. Quinshon Judkins and Ray Davis also just probably to maybe cover us during bye weeks. K-Dot also just an insurance policy. You don't want to have one tight end and then have him get injured and then you got a 0 in that column every week. So yeah, all in all, this is what we're working with for the 2025 to 2026 Yahoo Best Ball format for my best drafted team this far. I wish I was able to record this one into a live draft. I'm thinking about doing another one soon. Let's see if we can do the season standings again, just to give you guys projected standings. Right now, projected as the second highest scoring team overall on the season, and that's only by 6 points, so that's a touchdown, right? A touchdown is what separates first and second place. A bit of a gap between second and third. They think there's about a 20-plus point separation there. And if we go down towards the bottom of the leaderboards here, the lowest score was Above and Beyond with 1574. I think you got to do better, man. That's dreadful. A lot of questionable picks happened in this draft. It was a tough watch for some of these guys. So let's see if we can pull up Pigskin Brawler's team. I think he's the one who has Josh Allen. Yeah. So Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Travis Hunter, Roma Dunze, Rashee Shaheed, Jack Beck. Can't lie, don't know this guy on Chicago. Adam Thielen, Jalen McMillan, Derrick Henry, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Brian Robinson Jr., Sam Laporta, and we got some depth there at tight end. I'm probably biased. I love my team more, a lot more. So this is supposed to be the first place team. Here is the projected second place team. You guys be the judge. Let me know in the comments. Did I fleece them in this draft, or does Pigskin Brawler have the better team? Please drop a like, share the video if you found it interesting, and comment. Let me know who you think I should have taken in the first round at pick 7. Peace.